Why do 93% of people rely on non-verbal cues to communicate? Have you ever met someone for the first time and wondered, what are they really like? We've all been there. Well, get this. According to experts, only 7% of communication comes from the actual words we say. The secret lies in the other 93%. 55% of communication comes from body language and 38% from tone of voice. Today, we're diving deep into 18 psychological tips to help you decode those signals and read people like a pro from head to toe. Get ready to unlock a whole new level of understanding. Let's start with the eyes, the windows to the soul, right? Eye contact is powerful. It can show admiration or captivation. Avoiding eye contact might mean nervousness or shyness. An intense stare can feel controlling or dominating. Context is key. Consider the situation and demeanor. Eyebrows are like the unsung heroes of facial expressions. They can be surprisingly revealing. Think about it. When was the last time you saw someone genuinely surprised? Chances are their eyebrows shot right up. But here's a little secret. Eyebrows can also betray discomfort or anxiety. If you're chatting with someone and their eyebrows keep furrowing or raising slightly, even if they're smiling and nodding along, it might be a sign that they're not entirely at ease. Pay close attention to those subtle eyebrow movements. They can give you a glimpse into someone's true emotional state. They say a smile is contagious, and it's true. A genuine smile can brighten someone's day. But how can you tell if a smile is real or fake? It's all in the eyes. A true smile engages the entire face, especially the eyes. Those little crinkles, crow's feet, are the telltale sign. If a smile doesn't reach the eyes, it might be forced. Look for sparkling eyes. That's the mark of a genuine connection. You know the saying, actions speak louder than words? Well, words can actually speak volumes. It's not just what they say, but how they say it. Praising others shows kindness and politeness. Bad-mouthing and gossiping are red flags. Pay attention to how they talk about others. It reveals their own character. It's not just what someone says, but how they say it. That's paralanguage. Tone, pitch, speed, and pauses all play a role. Sarcasm is a prime example of paralanguage. It often reveals the opposite of what's being said. Tune in to paralanguage for deeper understanding. Have you ever been in a conversation with someone and you get the feeling they'd rather be somewhere else? It's like their mind is miles away, even if their body is present. One of the most telling signs is the side glance. They might be bored, disinterested, or eager to move on. We often associate nodding with agreement or understanding. It's a way of non-verbally saying, yes, I'm following you. But what happens when someone takes nodding to the extreme? Frequent or exaggerated nodding can actually be a sign of anxiety or a need for approval. If you notice someone nodding excessively, especially if it seems out of sync with the conversation, it could be a sign that they're feeling nervous, insecure, or unsure of themselves. They might be trying a little too hard to please or impress you. Our hands aren't the only body parts that come into play when we're deep in thought. The chin and jaw are surprisingly expressive too. People often rub their chin or stroke their jaw when lost in thought. It's an unconscious gesture, engaging with their thoughts. A clenched jaw shows stress or tension. Next time, observe their chin and jaw movements. They reveal a lot about their thoughts and emotions. You know the saying, stand tall and own your power? Well, there's a lot of truth to that. Our posture can speak volumes about our confidence levels and how we feel about ourselves. Someone who stands or sits with their shoulders back, their head held high, and their spine straight exudes an aura of confidence and self-assurance. So the next time you walk into a room, remember to straighten up and channel your inner confidence. Your posture will thank you for it. Have you ever noticed someone rubbing their hands together, almost like they're warming them up on a cold day? This seemingly simple gesture can actually be a powerful indicator of excitement or anticipation. People often rub their hands together when they're looking forward to something positive, whether it's a delicious meal, a fun event, or good news on the horizon. So the next time you see someone rubbing their hands together, take note, they might be onto something good. We all know that first impressions matter, and the handshake is often the first physical contact we have with someone new. A firm, confident handshake conveys trustworthiness, respect, and a willingness to connect. It shows that you're present, engaged, and ready to make a good impression. On the other hand, a weak or limp handshake can signal a lack of confidence or assertiveness. It might make the other person feel like you're not really invested in the interaction. When we're engaged in a conversation, our bodies naturally gravitate towards what interests us. It's like our subconscious is saying, "Tell me more, I'm hooked." If someone leans in while you're talking, it's a clear sign that they're interested in what you have to say. They're actively listening, paying attention, and eager to absorb your words. On the flip side, if someone leans back, it could mean they're losing interest, feeling uncomfortable, or simply need a little space. It's not necessarily a negative sign, but it's worth paying attention to. When you see a mother holding her baby, the arm she instinctively uses can actually reveal a lot about her emotional state. Studies have shown that happy, content mothers tend to cradle their babies in their left arm. It's thought that this side reflects a sense of calmness and security, as it's closer to the heart. On the other hand, stressed or anxious mothers are more likely to hold their babies in their right arm. This side is associated with alertness and a heightened sense of awareness. It's like her body language is giving you a glimpse into her subconscious mind. We've all been there, feeling a bit closed off, guarded, or simply not in the mood for a deep conversation. And you know what? Our body language often reflects these feelings, even if we're trying to hide them. Crossed arms and legs are classic examples of defensive body language. It's like we're subconsciously creating a physical barrier between ourselves and the outside world. Now, it's important to remember that context is key. Someone might cross their arms or legs simply because they're cold, comfortable, or in a habit. You might be surprised to learn that shoes can reveal a surprising amount about someone's personality, priorities, and even their emotional state. It's like their footwear is a subtle window into their inner world. For example, people who are particularly nervous or self-conscious often wear new or meticulously clean shoes. It's like they're trying to present their best selves to the world. Practical, comfortable shoes are often favored by people who are down to earth, approachable, and value comfort over fashion. They'd rather be able to walk for miles than worry about a little dirt on their shoes. Our outward appearance, from our clothing choices to our grooming habits, can speak volumes about our personality, values, and how we want to be perceived by the world. Someone who takes pride in their appearance, dressing sharply and paying attention to detail, might be signaling that they're organized, conscientious, and value making a good impression. On the other hand, someone with a more relaxed, casual style might be conveying that they're creative, easygoing, and prioritize comfort over conformity. Have you ever noticed how, when you're really connecting with someone, you start to unconsciously mirror each other's movements? It's like your bodies are in sync, reflecting the harmony you're feeling on the inside. This subconscious mirroring, also known as isopraxism, is a powerful sign of rapport and connection. It happens when we feel comfortable, at ease, and in tune with the person we're with. When we mirror someone's body language, we're essentially saying, "I see you, I get you, and I'm on the same wavelength." We've covered a lot of ground today, exploring the fascinating world of body language and non-verbal communication. And while these tips and tricks can be incredibly helpful in understanding the people around us, there's one crucial element that should never be underestimated: your intuition. Our intuition is a powerful tool that's constantly picking up on subtle cues and signals that our conscious mind might miss. So if something feels off, even if you can't logically explain it, don't ignore it. So there you have it. 18 psychological tips to help you unlock the secrets of body language and read people like a pro. Remember, these cues are like puzzle pieces. The more you observe, the clearer the picture becomes. Of course, people are complex, and no single cue tells the whole story. But by paying attention to these subtle signals, you can gain valuable insights into someone's thoughts, feelings, and intentions. I'd love to hear from you. When you meet someone new, what's the first thing you usually notice about them? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.